According to Cynthia Sass, celiac disease is when the gluten in foods agitate the villi and the small intestine lining, causing the body to damage or destroy the villi. Once villi becomes destroyed or damaged, it can no longer aid in absorbing nutrients. While celiac disease only affects 1% of the population, over 18 million people in the U.S. suffer from some sort of gluten sensitivity. I personally am one of those 18 million people who are currently adhering to a gluten-free lifestyle or diet. Cutting out gluten from your diet can provide great physical and mental health benefits. Today, I would love to take the opportunity to discuss just some of those few benefits that eliminating gluten can have on your physical and mental health. Let's get started. The first benefit that cutting out or eliminating gluten can have on your diet is it can actually clear up irritable bowel syndrome, also known as IBS. The reason that is because gluten foods such as pizza crust, cereal, bread, those foods contain oligosaccharides that ferment in your stomach. They cause bloating, gas, diarrhea, an uncomfortable feeling like a sharp pain, according to Alina Bradford of Live Science. So what exactly are oligosaccharides? Well, those are carbs that molecules are composed of monosaccharides. So in simple terms, they're just carbohydrates that can kind of make you feel cramped in your stomach. Another thing about clearing up IBS is that gluten products are extremely high in fiber most of the time. And we all know fiber, that aids in the movement of waste throughout our body. Have you ever seen those commercials for Fiber One? For those people who aren't regular or hence don't go to the bathroom every day? Well, people like me who, we can't have that gluten, we don't need to go to the bathroom anymore. But before this, I would never eat them because I already had this problem. Gluten moves things through your body very, very easily because they're high in fiber. But clearing up IBS isn't the only great aspect that eliminating gluten from your diet can have. One second benefit that eliminating gluten from your diet can have is it can greatly improve your mood. Scientists are now currently calling the gut the second brain. Your gut is responsible for 95% of the serotonin that your body makes. Serotonin is the feel-good, happy feeling that you get that people think just their brain makes, but it's actually sourced in your gut, 95% of it, according to Adam Hadhazy of Scientific American. Serotonin is your body's natural mood stabilizer as well. Another thing about gluten is it's actually a neurotoxin, which means substances that are harmful to the nerve tissue. So people who have MS, including my mom, me who suffer from chronic headaches, people with ADD, the inflammation that is affecting your nerve tissues is because of the gluten in your food. Let's go on to the next point. Lastly, I would love to touch on another aspect of gluten-free and how it can benefit your body. So another benefit is it can build up the gut's intestinal lining. According to Lisa Turner, author of Beyond Gluten-Free, gluten can weaken the stomach's lining. This can cause a stomach bug, that usual diarrhea, throwing up, ill feeling, and it really lowers your immune system. According to Dr. Amy Myers, gluten is broken down in the stomach and absorbed for those who can have gluten, myself. My body does not absorb gluten very well, hence the reason why I don't feel well. So for those who can't have gluten, myself including, your body actually creates antibodies to fight the gluten because your body is recognizing as something bad that your body cannot have. That creates a leaky gut. And you might be wondering, what is leaky gut? Well, the way I think of leaky gut is if you've ever made spaghetti and you want to strain it into the sink. You have your strainer, your spaghetti, and your water. When you pour it into the sink, just the water is supposed to go through the holes, not the spaghetti. You're left with the spaghetti. But with a leaky gut, imagine if that spaghetti strainer was broken. The spaghetti and the water would both go through it. That's what leaky gut is. Your body's natural defense lining of your stomach is allowing everything to pass through when it's supposed to be like a strong strainer and only allow certain particles through. So that's what a leaky gut is. All right. So now you're all familiar with some of the benefits that cutting out gluten out of your diet can have on your body's overall wellness, which is very important. Not everyone needs to cut out gluten. For some of us, including myself, it's a very long journey with many triumphs and tribulations sometimes. I want to have that pizza crust, but I know I can't. If you are focusing on improving your health, though, not about what I can and can't eat, then it makes the goal more obtainable to become and have a gluten-free lifestyle. I wanted to thank you all so much for listening to me today. I hope that helps you all out if you're considering going gluten-free. Thank you all so much.